Okay, so by now you already know the importance, the significance, the benefits of video. I'm not going to try to convince you. I'm not going to sell you on the fact that you need video. I just have a question for you. Why are you not making videos? So from personal experience and from working with several other people with video, I found the main problem to be overthinking. Now, overthinking can spawn into many things depending on the person and what your tendencies are and what the problem is, but really at the foundational level, at the core of it, overthinking tends to be the culprit. And for some, this may lead to procrastination. Just finding anything at all that you can do that can take you away from making those videos, that can distract you from making those videos. For others, maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it becomes just overthinking to the point of feeling too anxious to even start. What will people think? What if no one likes this video? All these different things that we can carry in our head and ultimately prevent us from making these videos, from making our video. And I think that can kind of carry over into self-doubt. What if I'm not good enough to make this video? What if I'm not great on camera? What if all of these things, all of this just self-doubt and things that would interfere with your ability to go and make the video? Personally, if I'm being honest, I pretty much experience a cocktail of these responses. Starting with overthinking, it becomes a blend of all of these different things. It may start out as, what's the point? Will anyone even watch this? Will anyone even like the video? What if people don't respond to it? Just all these different things which lead into the procrastination, which leads into just not getting it done, putting it off, never getting around to it, making excuses, finding something to occupy my time and distract me from doing the thing that I know I need to do, make the video. So just if you've experienced this, and if this is something that you kind of wrestle with and battle with yourself, then I want to suggest something to you that has worked for me, and that is reframing the way that I think about it. And as often as I catch myself in that state of overthinking, which leads to procrastination and everything else, thinking about it with a different perspective. So instead of thinking about the response, think about the value. For example, instead of thinking, I'm just not good enough to make these videos, I'm not the greatest at this thing, think instead, how much have I learned that I can share with others? What have I experienced? What benefit have I received that I can give to other people? Instead of thinking, what if no one watches it? What if no one even likes it? Think instead, how can I help people solve problems? How can this help overcome obstacles? And how can this help and serve others? For me, it completely flips around the perspective, and it works every time, but it always gives me a new perspective on how I can do it and how I can overcome that rut, how I can get out of my own head, get out of my own way. And it fuels me, it motivates me, it drives me to go and make that video, because sure, there may not be a great response. People may not like the video, and that's okay. I can't control the response. The outcome of the video is really none of my concern, as long as I've put the value into it, as long as I've put the heart into it, as long as I've shared what I know to be helpful. It's up to the viewer, to you, to take and do with it what you will. Now, of course, I hope that it helps. I hope that people enjoy it and like it and come to find great benefit from it. But beyond making it, and putting it out there, I really have no control over anything else after that. So it does me no good to focus on that. So instead, I remind myself of the value and the benefit that I can bring, the things that I can share, the things that I can show and teach that can potentially help you overcome these same obstacles, or improve your business, or grow your relationships with your audience through video, or whatever else I may be sharing. The passion behind it is always rooted in the value, not the assumed response. So I hope this helps. If you're someone who experiences anything similar to this, overthinking leading to anxiety and procrastination and all these things, try these out. Try this flip of perspective out and just do it. The number one thing is just make the video. Just frame your mind the right way. Go and make the video. So if any of this is helpful for you, if you're someone who has experienced this rut, this getting in this funk of overthinking and procrastinating and leading to anxiety and all these other things, try these out. I would love to know if they're helpful for you. I would love to know if you've put them in practice and what the response was, how they've benefited you. And I always welcome feedback. I love to hear how these things are put into practice for you and what they're doing. So I really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.